Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Jags are the least scored on team in the league, and they'll be up against a Colts offense that will need to rise to the occasion.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line with the Indianapolis Colts. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They just get the play off. Now Brissett. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action with Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now the rookie first-rounder from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Bortles going to throw. And that's complete to Lewis. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And he's able to put it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Dumps it off to Fournette. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. From the gun, here's Brissett. It's caught, Kamar Aiken. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. the gun, Brissett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing now is Bortles. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, here's Bortles. Over the middle, the connection to Hurns. Bortles on the hook up to Hurns for the Jaguar first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Bortles now on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Robinson's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes. Now Bortles again. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Brissett to throw on first. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcel Darius able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Brissett now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Telvin Smith in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Brissett. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They begin the drive with Turbin. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run again here with Turbin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He's going to launch this. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Terrell Pryor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating, because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down, here's Fournette. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
On third and long, it's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 23 yards on the play.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Black 58 Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Fournette, a first down carry. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good. An update from Buffalo. The Bills out to an early lead against the Patriots. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On first and 10, Brissett. Dancing to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcel Darius forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
Let's go! One, nine! One, nine! Black round! Black round! Black round! Black round! Black round!
Second down, Brissett. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Second down throw for Brissett. Looking for Pryor long. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw is Brissett. Catch left side here by Aiken. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Colts send out their punter. as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They begin with a run by Fournette. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So we hit the halftime break here in... Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Bortles. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
This is taken at about the 14. Wiggles free. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 2nd down following the run.
Here we go.
On play action, Brissett. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Brissett now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Robert Turbin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Bortles simply cannot keep putting his team, putting his defense in these types of predicaments. He's got to take care of the football.
And last season, a lot of the turnovers, just like this one, in Jags territory, 11 of the 16 really put them in a tough spot in plus territory for the opposition. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Malik Jackson in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Colts on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, here's Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. And it's the Bills who are leading in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Black 58, rail. Black 58. Ace, ace.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Green 39. Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail. Left, 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 left.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun, it's Bortles. Throw left side complete. It's Lewis. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Bortles to throw once more. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. That one goes for 24 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's Bortles to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Bortles now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Now Brissett. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. In motion is Strong. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Colts on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. The Colts send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. The Broncos, they're continuing to pour it on. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.